This is the Sleep Story Temple, where the elements return to balance. Tonight, we leave the friction of the modern world behind. We leave the heat of the city and the noise of the lowlands. We are ascending. We are traveling to the roof of the world, the misty, cedar-clad peaks of the Himalayas. Here, hidden among the clouds, lies a sanctuary dedicated to the Ayurveda, the ancient science of life. You are here to heal the Vata, the wind of the mind. You are here to find the stillness of the stone and the warmth of the fire. Breathe in the cool, thin air. The journey to the center of yourself begins now. The journey begins where the noise ends. You have left the heat of the plains far behind you. You have left the dust of the cities. You have left the friction of the crowded streets, the blaring horns, and the endless rush of the modern world. All of that is below you now, far, far below. You are traveling up. You are ascending into the clouds. You are moving toward the roof of the world. Here, in the high foothills of the Himalayas, the air changes. Can you feel it on your skin? It is no longer thick and heavy with humidity. It is thin. It is crisp. It is cool. It carries the scent of ice and ancient stone. It kisses your face with a refreshing chill that instantly calms the heat in your blood. In the ancient language of Ayurveda, we call this cooling the Pitta. It is the soothing of the internal fire, the cooling of the ambition, at the cooling of the need to do. You are standing at the trailhead of a winding stone path. The path is old. It was laid down centuries ago by monks and healers who sought the silence of these peaks. The stones are gray and smooth, worn down by the soft footsteps of pilgrims. They are covered in a velvet layer of bright green moss. Look up at where the path leads. It disappears into a majestic, towering forest. These are the Deodar cedars. In Sanskrit, Devadaru means wood of the gods. And as you step beneath their canopy, you understand why. They are giants. Their trunks are massive pillars of dark, rugged bark, rising straight up toward the sky. Their branches spread out wide and flat, like protective hands blessing the earth below. Step onto the path. Crunch. Under your boots, there is a carpet of fallen needles. They soften your step. They silence your movement. Begin to walk, slowly, deliberately. There is no rush here. There is no summit you must conquer. The destination is not a place on a map. The destination is a feeling. Step, breathe. Step, breathe. With every step, you are leaving a layer of weight behind. Imagine that you are carrying a heavy backpack. Inside it are your worries, your deadlines, your screens, your schedules. But as you walk under the cedars, the straps of that backpack are loosening. The weight is sliding off your shoulders. Gravity is pulling the burden down into the earth, leaving you light, leaving you free. Breathe in the aroma of this forest. It is the most healing scent in the world. It is the smell of sap. It is the smell of resin. It is the smell of damp earth and pine needles baking in the cold mountain sun. And this scent is medicine. It opens the lungs. It clears the sinuses. It invites the prana, the vital life force, to enter your body. Take a deep breath. Fill your chest with this high-altitude air. Hold it and release it. Whoosh. You can see your breath misting in the air before you. A small cloud of warmth meeting the cold. As you climb higher, the forest grows denser. The light here is filtered. It comes down in soft, slanted beams through the green needles. It is a twilight world, quiet, shadowed, safe. And now you notice that you are not just walking through trees. You are walking through the clouds. A soft, white mist is rolling down the mountainside. It moves like a slow river of silk. It wraps around the trunks of the cedars. It muffles the sound of your own footsteps. Walking through the mist feels like walking through a dream. The world below has vanished completely. The path ahead is visible only for a few feet. This is a gift for the tired mind. You do not need to see the future. You do not need to see the destination. You only need to see the next step. Just one step. And then another. Listen. Do you hear that sound? Above you, strung between two great trees, is a line of prayer flags. Blue, white, red, green, yellow. They are faded by the sun and the snow. The wind is catching them. Flap, flutter, snap, flap, flutter, snap. It is a rhythmic, comforting sound. The locals believe that every time the wind blows, these flags send a prayer of peace out into the universe. They are doing the praying for you. You don't have to ask for anything. You don't have to speak. The wind is speaking for you. The wind is carrying your intention for rest. Keep walking. The path is leveling out now. Your legs feel pleasantly heavy. A warm, good heaviness. The kind of heaviness that comes from honest movement. Your heart rate has slowed to match the rhythm of the mountain. Steady, strong, unhurried. Up ahead, through the parting mist, you see a structure. It is built of dark wood and gray stone. It sits perched on the edge of a cliff, overlooking the valley of clouds. Smoke is rising gently from a stone chimney. The smell of burning cedar wood reaches you. It is the sanctuary, the Ayurveda Shala, the house of life. It is waiting for you. It has been waiting for you for a very long time. You have made the ascent. You have crossed the threshold of the forest. You have arrived at the place where the healing begins. The door is opening. Warmth spills out onto the cold stones. Now you are ready to enter. You are ready to lay your burden down. You are ready for the oil. You step inside the sanctuary. The heavy wooden door closes behind you with a solid, final thud. Instantly, the cold wind of the Himalayas is cut off. The sound of the flapping prayer flags is silenced. You are wrapped in a profound, earthy stillness. The air inside is warm. It is thick with heat. It smells of things that have been steeped for a long time. It smells of toasted sesame seeds. It smells of sweet milk simmering with herbs. It smells of aged wood and camphor. This is the scent of the Ayurveda Shala, the hall of healing. The light here is very low. There are no harsh lamps, only the soft, golden glow of oil wicks burning in small clay dishes. They flicker gently, casting long, dancing shadows on the cedar walls. A healer, a Vaidya, moves silently in the background. You do not need to speak to them. They know why you are here, and they can see the wind in your eyes. In Ayurveda, we call this wind Vata. It is the element of air and space. When Vata is high, the mind is like a leaf caught in a gale. It spins, it rushes, it dries out. It feels cold and anxious and ungrounded. To heal the wind, you do not fight it. You simply weigh it down. You warm it up. You smooth it out. You are guided to a low wooden table in the center of the room. This is the droni. It is carved from a single piece of medicinal wood, perhaps neem or jackfruit. It is hard and smooth, polished by years of use. You lie down on your back. You feel the solid wood beneath your spine. It is unyielding, but in a way that feels supportive. It straightens you out. A small, rolled towel is placed under your neck. Your head is resting in a shallow depression carved into the wood. But you are looking up at the ceiling. Above you, suspended from a wooden beam by a brass chain, hangs a vessel. It is a pot made of beaten copper. It gleams dully in the candlelight. It is shaped like a large, inverted bell. And at the bottom, there is a tiny, precise hole. A wick of cotton hangs from it, ready to guide the flow. The healer approaches. You hear the sound of liquid being poured into the copper pot. Glug, glug, glug. It is the oil. Mahanarayan oil. Brahmi oil. It has been warmed to the exact temperature of the human body, plus 1 degree. Just enough to be felt, just enough to comfort. Close your eyes now. The ritual is about to begin. This is Shirodhara. Shiro means head. Dhara means flow. The pouring of the stream. You wait in the darkness, and then you feel it. Touch. A single, but warm drop lands on the center of your forehead, right between the eyebrows, on the third eye, and then another. And then the stream begins. A continuous, unbroken thread of warm oil flows down onto your brow. It is heavy. It is thick. It is incredibly soothing. The sensation is immediate. It feels as if a warm hand has been placed on your forehead, telling the brain to stop working. The oil flows from the center, coating the skin. It runs down the sides of your scalp, into your hair. It is warm. It is viscous. It is holding you. The copper pot begins to swing, gently, rhythmically, left to right, right to left. The stream of oil moves back and forth across your forehead. It is massaging the brain without touching it. It is smoothing out the furrows of worry. It is erasing the lines of tension. Sway and flow. Sway and flow. Listen to the sound it makes as it falls into the wooden vessel below. Drip, drip, flow. It is a hypnotic, wet sound, like rain falling on a heavy leaf. The Vata, the wind in your mind, is stopping. It cannot move against this heaviness. The oil is grounding you. It is connecting you to the earth. You feel the warmth penetrating deep into the skull, calming the nerves, quieting the electrical storms of your thoughts. Your eyelids feel heavy, so heavy they might be made of lead. You could not open them if you tried, and you do not want to try. You are safe here, under the copper pot, under the stream of gold, under the care of the mountain. The world outside is cold and dry, but here, everything is warm. Everything is oily. Everything is smooth. You are being anointed with peace, and you are floating in a river of sesame and silence. The wind has died down. The mind is still. There is only the flow, continuous, eternal, warm. The stream of oil has stopped. The copper vessel is still, but the feeling of warmth remains. It has seeped into your skin. It has seeped into your bones. You rise slowly from the wooden table. Your body feels different now. It feels heavier. It feels oiled and protected, like a piece of old leather that has been conditioned. You are supple again. You wrap a heavy wool shawl around your shoulders. You step out of the treatment room. You step through a wooden archway and into the night air. But this time, you are not in the forest. You are in the sanctuary's inner courtyard. You are in the garden of the Vaidyas, the moon garden. The air here is cool, but it is not wild like the wind on the peaks. It is still. It is cultivated. It is held within the stone walls of the mountain. Above you, the moon has risen, a giant, a luminous pearl hanging over the Himalayas. It casts a silver light over the terraced rows of plants. In Ayurveda, the moon is the ruler of plants. It is the cooler of the sun swayer. It is the provider of soma, the nectar of peace. Begin to walk through the garden. The path is made of flat slate stones. Step, step. On either side of you, the earth is dark and rich. You can smell the soil. It is the smell of pure potential. It is the smell of Prithvi, the earth element. It grounds you. It pulls the static electricity of your thoughts down into the roots. This garden is not just for beauty. It is a library of flavors. It is the garden of the 6 tastes: sweet, sour, salty, pungent, bitter, astringent. Life is a balance of these 6 things. And sleep is the time when we digest them. Pause by a small tree with rough bark. Lean in close. Smell the wood. It is sandalwood, chandan. The scent is unmistakable. It is creamy. It is woody. It is profoundly cooling. Just one breath of sandalwood tells the Pitta, the heat in your blood, to settle down. It tells the ambition to sleep. It tells the anger to dissolve. Imagine that scent coating your throat like cool syrup, smoothing out the rough edges of your day. Walk a little further. You come to a bush covered in small, star-shaped white flowers. They seem to glow in the moonlight, as if they have their own inner light. This is Mogra, the night-blooming jasmine. It only releases its scent when the sun goes down. It waits for the darkness to speak. Breathe it in. It is sweet, intoxicatingly sweet. It is the taste of joy. It is the taste of heavy eyelids. The sweetness of the jasmine mixes with the coolness of the air. It acts like a lullaby for the senses. It reminds you that nature does its best work in the dark. The flower blooms while the world sleeps. You can do the same. You can grow while you rest. Now, look down at the dark soil near your feet. There is a small, unassuming shrub with red berries. But the magic is not in the berries. The magic is underground. This is ashwagandha, the smell of the horse, not because it smells like an animal, but because it gives you the strength and stamina of a stallion. But tonight, we are not using it for energy. We are using it for its roots. Imagine those roots going deep into the mountain, twisting through the rocks, holding on tight, anchoring the plant against the wind. You are like that plant. Your feet are the roots. Feel them connecting to the slate path. Feel them connecting to the soil beneath the slate. Feel them connecting to the bedrock of the Himalayas. You are rooted. You are stable. The wind cannot blow you away. The worry cannot uproot you. You are held by the mountain. Continue your slow walk through the terraces. You pass the tall stalks of cardamom. You pass the creeping vines of black pepper. You pass the bitter leaves of neem. Every plant has a purpose. Every leaf has a secret. And as you walk, you are digesting the day. In Ayurveda, we believe that you don't just digest food. You digest conversations. You digest sights. You digest emotions. If you don't digest them, they turn into ama, toxic residue. They stay in the system and keep you awake. But here, in the garden of 6 tastes, the digestion happens naturally. The scent of the spices burns away the residue. The coolness of the sandalwood soothes the inflammation. The sweetness of the jasmine brings the peace. You are processing the day. You are finishing the meal of your life. You are wiping the plate clean. There is nothing left to consume. There is nothing left to taste. Only the aftertaste of silence. Only the flavor of rest. You reach the end of the garden path. The stone wall opens up to a gate. Beyond the gate, the mountain rises higher. The air gets thinner. The vegetation changes. You are leaving the cultivated earth behind. You are moving toward the wilder, higher places, where the flowers are blue, where the air is rare, where the sleep is deep. Take one last breath of the garden. Earth, wood, flower root. Carry that scent with you. Let it be the anchor that holds you as you climb upward into the valley of the poppy, as into the blue. You leave the ordered rows of the spice garden behind. You step through the weathered wooden gate. And now, the path changes under your feet. The slate stones of the sanctuary are gone. The dark, rich soil of the garden is gone. You are stepping onto the wild earth of the high Himalayas. The ground here is firm. It is a mixture of ancient rock and soft alpine moss. You are climbing higher. You are moving up toward the very edge of the tree line. As you ascend, notice the air. With every step, it becomes thinner. It becomes rarer. It becomes purer. In the valleys below, the air was thick with the stories of the world. But up here, the air is empty. It is vast. It creates a feeling of lightness in the chest. In Ayurveda, we call this the element of Akasha, ether, space, the container that holds all other things. Breathe it in, and because the air is thinner, you must breathe deeper. Your lungs expand fully. In, taking in the vastness. Out, releasing the heaviness. Your breath slows down to match the altitude. It becomes rhythmic. It becomes intentional. You crest a small ridge, breathing slowly, walking steadily. And suddenly, the landscape opens up before you. You have arrived at the secret of the sanctuary. You have entered the Valley of Flowers. But this is not a valley of ordinary wildflowers. In the moonlight, the ground seems to be covered in a carpet of deep, glowing fabric. It looks like a reflection of the night sky has fallen onto the grass. These are the Himalayan blue poppies, the Mechanopsis, the blue queen of the mountains. They are rare, they are elusive, and they are the color of deep sleep. Look at them, thousands of them, swaying gently in the high-altitude breeze. They are not the bright, fiery red of lowland poppies. They are a cool, impossible blue, cobalt, indigo, sapphire, a shade of blue that feels like a drink of cold water for your eyes. Walk into the field. The flowers reach up to your waist. Brush your hands against them as you pass. Touch. The petals are not like paper. They are like velvet, soft, delicate, cool to the touch. They nod their heads as you walk by, as if greeting you in the silence. The color blue has a powerful effect on the mind. Scientists know it calms the nervous system. It lowers the blood pressure. It signals the brain that it is time to rest. But the mountain knew this long before science did. Imagine that you are wading through a sea of this blue light. It is washing over your legs. It is washing over your hands. It is cooling the heat of your day. Find a place in the center of the meadow where the moss is thick and soft. A natural bed, cradled by the earth. Lie down. Sink. The ground is cool, but it is solid. You are lying on the roof of the world. Above you, the sky is an endless dome of stars. Around you, the blue poppies stand guard, blocking out the rest of the world. You are hidden in a bowl of blue. Close your eyes and visualize that color seeping into your mind. Imagine the Pitta, the fire of your ambition, being cooled by this blue light. Imagine the Vata, the wind of your anxiety, being stilled by this blue silence. There is nothing to do up here. There is no one to talk to. There is nothing to achieve. The poppies do not struggle to bloom. They just open. They just are. You can be like them. You can just be. And feel a sensation of weightlessness. Because you are so high up, gravity feels different. You feel lighter. You feel as if you could drift. As if you are floating on a raft in a calm, blue ocean. Drifting away from the shore. Drifting away from the past. Drifting into the ether. The silence here is profound. It is not an empty silence. It is a thick silence. It presses against your ears like cotton wool. It absorbs every sound. It absorbs every thought. You are safe in the vacuum of the mountain. You are suspended in the space between the earth and the stars, wrapped in velvet, bathed in blue, held by the night. Rest here for a moment. Let the high altitude do its work. Let the thin air clear your head. Let the blue flower heal your eyes. And when you are ready, when you are fully cooled, we will go back inside, and we will find the fire. We will find the warmth that waits at the center of the cold. But for now, just float. Just breathe. Just blue. You rise slowly from the bed of blue poppies. You leave the vast, open silence of the high valley behind you. The air up here is thin and pure, but it is also cold. And now, your body begins to ask for warmth. It asks for shelter. It asks to be held. You turn back toward the path. You descend the ridge, walking smoothly over the moss and stone. You pass through the wooden gate of the garden. You pass the sleeping Jasmine, and ahead of you, the sanctuary waits. It is glowing. Warm, orange light spills from its windows, cutting through the mountain mist. It looks like a lantern hanging in the clouds. You step across the threshold. You close the heavy door against the night. Thud. And instantly, the cold is gone. You are wrapped in a thick, protective blanket of heat. You have entered the hearth room. This is the center of the sanctuary, and this is the heart of the home. In the middle of the room, there is a large stone fireplace. It is built of river rocks, rounded and smooth. Inside, a fire is burning. It is not a wild, raging fire. It is a steady, curated fire. Logs of cedar and pine are stacked neatly, burning with a low, consistent hum. Crackle, pop, hiss. The sound is primitive. It is the oldest sound of safety known to mankind. Walk toward it. Feel the heat reaching out to greet you. It touches your cheeks. It warms your hands. It melts the last remaining tension in your shoulders. There is a low wooden stool placed near the hearth, covered in a sheepskin rug. Sit down. Sink into the softness. Stretch your hands out toward the flames. Watch the colors. Orange, gold, amber. Deep, glowing red embers at the base. In Ayurveda, this is Agni, the fire element, as it is the force of transformation. It is the force of digestion. Just as the fire digests the wood and turns it into heat, your body has an internal fire that digests your day and turns it into wisdom. But sometimes, that fire burns too low. Sometimes, we feel cold and hollow inside. Tonight, we will rekindle it. Tonight, we will feed the inner sun. From the shadows, the healer approaches again. They move silently, carrying a tray. On the tray is a cup. It is not glass or ceramic. It is heavy, beaten brass. And inside the cup is a steaming, golden liquid. This is haldi doodh, the golden milk. It is the ultimate Ayurvedic comfort. The healer places the warm brass cup in your hands. Touch. Feel the heat of the metal transferring into your palms. It is hot, but not burning. It is a good heat. Lift the cup to your face and close your eyes and inhale the steam. Ah, the smell of home. The base is warm almond milk, rich and unctuous. But the magic is in the spices. Smell the turmeric, earthy, pungent, grounding. It is the color of the sun captured in a root. Smell the nutmeg, woody and sweet. In ancient times, nutmeg was used as a sedative to lull the restless to sleep. Smell the tiny hint of saffron, floral and metallic. And finally, the sweetness of raw honey. Take a sip, sip. The liquid is thick. It coats your tongue. It is smooth like silk. Swallow slowly. Swallow. Visualize the golden liquid moving down your throat. Trace its path. It moves down the esophagus. It lands in the stomach. And there, it begins to glow. Imagine a ball of warm golden light blossoming in your center. It is spreading, radiating outward from your belly to your chest, from your chest to your arms, from your arms to your fingertips. You are being warmed from the inside out. This is called building ojas. Ojas is the subtle essence of vitality. It is the honey of life. It is what makes you feel stable, patient, and content. Take another sip. Sip. Feel the comfort of it. It reminds you of being a child. It reminds you of being cared for. You don't have to cook. You don't have to clean. You just have to receive the nourishment. The turmeric is reducing the inflammation in your joints. The milk is soothing the nerves. The heat is fighting the Vata wind. You are becoming a vessel of gold. Heavy, warm, full. Look into the fire again. The flames are dancing slowly now. They seem to be breathing with you. Inhale, flare. Exhale, glow. The wood is turning into ash. The day is turning into memory. That the stress is turning into smoke, drifting up the chimney and out into the night air. You are safe by the hearth, holding your brass cup, feeling the sheepskin beneath you, feeling the stone floor beneath your feet, feeling the golden milk settling in your stomach. You are balanced. You are warm. The cold wind of the high peaks cannot touch you here. You have the fire. You have the gold. You have the peace of the center. Rest here for a moment longer. Finish your cup. Let the last drop of sweetness coat your throat. Place the empty brass cup on the floor. Clink. You are ready now. You are warm enough to move deeper. You are ready for the sound. You are ready for the bell that will clear the last vibration of the mind. The fire watches you. The gold holds you. The sanctuary protects you. The golden milk has warmed your center. The fire has burned away the cold. You place the empty brass cup on the floor with a soft clink. You rise from the sheepskin rug. Your movements are slow now, deliberate, liquid. You are moving through the sanctuary like a diver moving through deep water. The healer guides you out of the hearth room. You walk down a long stone corridor. The air here is still and silent. The walls are made of thick, rough-hewn granite blocks, quarried from the mountain itself. They are cool to the touch. They are built to hold silence. They are built to contain vibration. You arrive at a heavy wooden door carved with intricate geometric patterns, mandalas, circles within circles. The door swings open silently. You step inside. This is the Hall of Resonance. The room is circular, and it is dimly lit by a single candle in the center. And there, resting on a thick velvet cushion of deep maroon, sits the instrument of your final cleansing. It is a singing bowl, but it is not a small bowl like you might see in a shop. It is massive. It is an ancient temple bowl, wide enough to hold rain, deep enough to hold history. It is made of hand-beaten metal, not just one metal, but 7. In the ancient tradition of the Himalayas, these bowls are forged from an alloy of 7 sacred elements, each corresponding to a planet in the sky. Gold for the sun, silver for the moon, Mercury for the messenger, copper for Venus, iron for Mars, tin for Jupiter, lead for Saturn. Look at the surface of the metal. It is dark and matte. It is pitted with the marks of the hammer that shaped it hundreds of years ago. It looks heavy, and it looks like a sleeping planet. The healer motions for you to sit. There are cushions arranged on the floor in a circle around the bowl. You lower yourself down, sink. You cross your legs comfortably. You rest your hands on your knees, palms facing up. You are ready to receive. You are ready to listen. The healer picks up a large wooden mallet. It is wrapped in soft leather at the striking end. He holds it gently. He waits. The silence in the room deepens. It becomes pregnant with anticipation. And then, strike. Om. It is not a bang. It is not a clang. It is a bloom. A deep, rich, resonant hum expands outward from the metal. It fills the room instantly. But more than that, it fills you. Close your eyes. Don't just hear the sound. Feel it. The sound wave is physical. It travels through the air like a ripple in a pond, and it touches your skin. It moves through your muscles. It vibrates in your chest. It resonates in the marrow of your bones. This is the power of the 7 metals. It aligns the frequencies of your body. In Ayurveda, we say that the body is made of vibration. When we are stressed, that vibration is chaotic. It is out of tune. But the bowl is perfectly in tune. And as the sound wave passes through you, it pulls your own vibration back into harmony. It acts like a broom, sweeping through the corridors of your mind, sweeping out the static, sweeping out the chatter, sweeping out the dust of the day. Listen to the sustain. The note holds and holds and holds. It is a low, grounding frequency. It sounds like the earth itself humming. Now, focus on the decay. This is the most important part of the practice, that the sound is beginning to fade. It is getting quieter and quieter. Follow it. Chase the sound as it retreats into the distance. Imagine you are following a bird flying into the fog. It is becoming a whisper. It is becoming a ghost of a sound. It is becoming a memory. And then, silence. The sound is gone. But notice something. The silence that follows the bell is different from the silence before the bell. It is deeper. It is cleaner. It is absolute. This is called shunya, the void, the empty. The sound has scoured the room, clean. It has scrubbed the walls of your subconscious. The healer strikes the bowl one more time, just once more. Om. Feel the wave wash over you again, heavier this time, slower. Your head drops forward slightly. Your chin rests on your chest. The vibration is traveling up your spine. It is loosening the knot at the base of your neck. It is smoothing the space between your eyes. You are dissolving into the sound. You are no longer a person sitting in a room. You are just a vibration. You are just a wave floating in the ocean of air, drifting, resonating, fading. And as the second tone fades away, as the last ripple disappears into the granite walls, you are left with nothing, no thought, no feeling, no weight. You are empty. You are clear. You are ready to be filled with sleep. The bowl sits silent on its cushion. The healer places the mallet down. Soft thud. The ritual is complete. The resonance has done its work. You are tuned. You are clear. You are ready to lie down for the final time. You are ready to balance the elements and drift into the night. Come. The bed is waiting. The mountain is waiting. The silence is yours. The sound of the bell has faded into the stone walls. The silence has returned to the sanctuary. But you are different now. You are tuned. You are clear. You are ready for the final journey of the night. The healer guides you to the sleeping chamber. It is a small, quiet room at the very edge of the building. One wall is made entirely of glass, looking out over the sleeping Himalayas. The moon is high now. The peaks are glowing with a ghostly silver light. They look like sleeping giants under a blanket of snow. In the center of the room is a bed. It is not a modern bed. It is a low wooden platform piled high with thick, hand-woven wool blankets. Yak wool, sheepskin, cotton, layers of warmth designed to hold you through the mountain night. You move toward it. You sit on the edge. You swing your legs up. And you lie down. Sink. The bed receives you. It is firm, yet yielding. You pull the heavy covers up to your chin. The weight of the wool is comforting. It presses down on you, anchoring your body to the mattress. It feels like a hug from the earth itself. Your head settles into a pillow filled with buckwheat hulls. It crunches softly as it contours to the shape of your neck. Rustle. Stillness. You are warm. You are safe. You are horizontal. And now, as you lie here suspended between the earth and the sky, we will balance the 5 elements within you. In Ayurveda, we are not separate from nature. We are nature. The mountain is in you. The river is in you. The fire is in you. Let us find them. Bring your attention to your feet and your legs. Feel the heaviness of your bones. Femur, tibia, fibula. They are dense. They are solid. They are made of minerals, just like the rocks outside. This is the element of earth, Prithvi. Imagine that your legs are turning into stone, heavy, ancient stone. They are sinking into the mattress. They are connecting with the bedrock of the mountain. You could not move them if you tried. They are rooted. They are stable. You are the mountain. Now, move your attention up to your hips and your pelvis. Think of the fluids in your body. The blood, the lymph, moving silently through their channels. This is the element of water, Jala. Think of the oil that poured over your forehead. Think of the river that flows in the valley below. You are fluid. You are adaptable. Imagine a gentle, cooling wave washing through your hips, relaxing the tension, lubricating the joints. You are the river. Now, move your attention to your belly, to the solar plexus. I feel the gentle warmth there from the golden milk. This is the element of fire, Agni. But it is not a burning fire. It is a glowing ember. It is the hearth. Visualize a soft, golden ball of light resting in your navel. It is digesting your day, It is transforming your stress into peace. It radiates a comforting heat that keeps you safe from the cold. You are the hearth. Now, move your attention to your chest and your lungs. Feel the rise and fall of your ribs. Inhale. Exhale. This is the element of air, Vayu, but it is not the chaotic wind of the storm. It is the gentle breeze that moves the prayer flags. It is the breath of life. Feel it filling your heart space with lightness. It circulates the warmth. It touches every cell with oxygen. You are the breeze. And finally, move your attention to your throat and your head, and to the space between your ears, to the space behind your eyes. This is the element of ether, akasha, space, the void. It is the vast, open sky above the peaks. It is the container that holds everything else. Imagine that your mind is expanding. It is no longer confined to your skull. It is drifting out into the room, out the window, into the blue night. It is vast. It is empty. It is silent. You are the sky, earth, water, fire, air, space. They are all here. They are all balanced. There is no friction between them. The earth holds the water. The water cools the fire. The fire warms the air. The air fills the space. And the space holds you. You are a universe in miniature, perfectly constructed, perfectly at rest, lying under the wool blankets, watching the moonlight on the snow, feeling the heavy, elemental peace settling into your marrow. You are whole. You are complete. You are ready to close your eyes on the world. You are ready to become the night. The integration is beginning. The mountain is calling you home. The elements have found their places. Earth, water, fire, air, space. They are no longer separate forces within you. They have merged. They have settled into a single, unified hum of existence. You are lying under the heavy wool blankets. You are warm. You are contained. Outside the glass wall, the Himalayas are sleeping. The moon has moved high across the sky. Its light touches the peaks of the mountains, turning the snow into silver. It touches the branches of the cedars, turning the needles into dark lace against the sky. But there is no movement out there. The wind that rustled the prayer flags has died down. The Vata of the world has gone to sleep. And because the world is still, you can be still. Feel the profound heaviness of your body sinking into the mattress. It is a good heaviness. It is the heaviness of a stone resting at the bottom of a clear river. The current flows over you, but it does not move you. You are anchored. You are unshakable. This is the secret of the mountain. The mountain does not try to stand up. It simply is. It accepts the snow. It accepts the sun. It accepts the night. It does not react. It endures. Tonight, you are borrowing the stability of this geology. Your spine is the ridge line. Your skin is the soil. Your breath is the mist. The boundaries between you and the room are beginning to blur. The warmth of your body is the warmth of the hearth. The silence of your mind is the silence of the valley. There is no separation anymore. You are integrated. You are whole. Let your awareness drift to the window one last time. The view is vast. Endless peaks stretching out into the dark, and they are the guardians of your rest. They have stood here for millions of years. They will stand here for millions more. Their presence gives you permission to let go of your own timeline. You do not need to hold the world together tonight. The mountains are holding it for you. Your eyes are closed now. The visual world has dissolved into a soft, warm darkness. The scent of the sandalwood oil lingers on your skin, a faint, sweet reminder of the earth. The taste of the golden milk lingers on your tongue, a faint, warm reminder of the fire. Everything is complete. The ritual is finished. The work is done. There is nothing left to balance. There is only the drift, drifting deeper and deeper into the stillness of the stone, into the silence of the snow, into the heart of the sanctuary. Sleep is coming now, like a white cloud descending on the peak, covering everything, hiding everything, resting everything. The oil has settled, and the elements within you have found their home. Like the mountains that surround this temple, you are vast. You are unshakable, and you are still. The air of the high peaks breathes through you now, cool, clear, and quiet. May your rest be as deep as the roots of the ancient cedars, and may you wake with the clarity of the morning sun hitting the snow. The sanctuary is yours. You are balanced. You are whole. Sleep now in the arms of the mountain.